Strudel Noodle. Today we're going to do some learning. I, Miss Kitzi, am the teacher, and you, my most eager student. So sit down, and we're going to learn more about clowns today. Now, last lesson was about John Wayne Gacy, a real-life spooky clown. So today, we're going to have a lesson on a fictional clown, Stephen King's Pennywise from It. So, sit down, get comfortable, get a blankie, get something nice and tasty to drink, and let's start with some fun, freaky facts about Pennywise. Starting with the fact that what we know of as It is not actually a clown at all. No, it's actually an interdimensional cosmic being that we as humans can't even fully comprehend. The closest we can get to seeing it in its true form is a massive spooky spider, which is not what it actually looks like. No, it's just the closest our brains can perceive its appearance, because it's actually a cosmic entity older than time. Did you know that? And Pennywise the clown is simply a face it wears, a mask, so that it can come to Earth and interact with us, rather than stay in its own place between dimensions, a very spooky place referred to as the Deadlights. So really, Pennywise is not truly a clown, more an alien. Pennywise fears no one, especially not any of the silly mortals on Earth, but it does have a nemesis, most mighty of beings. Do you know what Pennywise's enemy is? I'll tell you. You'll never guess. No, it's not a hot shower that'll destroy Pennywise's grease paint. No, it's a cosmic space turtle. Woo! And the two have been locked in battle also since before time ever existed. Both of these mighty beings have just been fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting. And though Pennywise fears no one, it fears no one. It's very cocky, very arrogant. It does have a grudging respect for this cosmic space turtle. Now, many people ask me, Kitzi, did you know that Pennywise was modeled off of John Wayne Gacy? Lots of people ask that, but not a lot of people know that that's not true. It's actually not true. It's just silly mortal beings who have made the correlation. Pennywise's look was actually originally modeled after Ronald McDonald the Clown. Yeah, so think of that next time you go ahead and get a tasty little McDouble, little McFlurries. Actually, the fries aren't salted anymore, are they? Yeah, think about that next time you're in there eating that clown food, that you're eating clown food that inspired Pennywise. He was also slightly inspired by Clarabelle the Clown and Bozo the Clown, but I myself prefer to just say Ronald McDonald because that's super fun, and it makes me feel a little bit naughty when I go through the drive-thru for a Diet Coke. Pennywise actually appears in several of Stephen King's books, including Tommyknockers, Dreamcatcher, and Insomnia. The characters, like the kids, also appear in other books. Yeah, like Bevy. She was in that JFK book. What was that called? Gosh, I don't remember what it was called, but I really enjoyed seeing her in it because it was super cute. But yeah, the universe is actually all super connected. Did you know that Tim Curry almost didn't take the role of Pennywise because of the makeup? Yes, he remembered having to sit in makeup for hours upon hours for a previous role. And so because of that, he was like, oh no. This Pennywise the Clown character, not for me, absolutely not. Don't want to go through all that effort. And you know what? I can't blame him. It takes a lot of work. Even though the end product looks like it comes together so naturally, it does take hours to put together, and it's very stressful because something always goes wrong. You know, the grease paint cracks, the rhinestones fall, the glue doesn't glue correctly. So I feel him completely for wanting to pass on the character because of the makeup, because let's be honest, I almost passed on filming today because of the makeup. Do you know how long it takes? Because I know how long it takes. And it's a lot easier to just lay in bed or pretend to forget I was supposed to film, so I don't have to go spend hours locked in the bathroom, shellacking my face. So yeah, Tim Curry, you're an absolute boss for powering through it. Thank you, yes. And honestly, his performance was so strong that it transcended all makeup. Speaking of Tim Curry and makeup, those crazy poofs of Pennywise's bozo red hair, yeah, that wasn't a wig. That was Tim Curry's real hair that he grew out for the role, and he had it teased and puffed and clouded and frizzed and crazy. Oh, so exciting. I wish my hair would do that. My hair is actually very fine and thin, and it looks nice when it's all glossy and ooh. But if I could get my hair to puff out like Tim Curry had his, ooh, gorgeous. He looked like a little clown doll, didn't he? But yeah, totally natural. No wig for him, no extensions. That was all him. And so for that, we applaud him. Now we have a little fact that troubles me. You see, as with any other major role, lots of people were considered for it. And did you know that they actually considered Alice Cooper for the role? I am an Alice Cooper fanatic. We love Uncle Alice. I'm obsessed. He's one of my biggest inspirations. I see him live every time he comes through. That man puts on a show. Every single time he knocks it out of the park. Amazing energy. Love his music. Love his performances. Costumes and everything. Just seeing Alice Cooper live is the closest I will ever get to a religious experience. And as much as I enjoy Tim Curry, do you know how crazy and hyper and ecstatic I would be if they cast cute little Alice Cooper in that role? Oh, he'd be the most adorable clown. He is so cute. And I can just picture him perfectly in that costume and hugging his little nose and kicking his big clown feet and playing with balloons. Oh! I really wish we could have had that. I know I'm gonna irritate all the hardcore Tim Curry fans, but I'm a hardcore Alice Cooper fan, and I really wish we could have had Pennywise Cooper. It would have been amazing. So if anyone's ever thinking of doing another remake of it, please cast Alice Cooper, please. He'd be amazing, especially now that he looks older, and Pennywise is supposed to be this ancient interdimensional being anyways, so I can see him face with age working perfectly. Please make this happen. I want Pennywise Cooper. During slow times of filming, Tim Curry would actually take the time out of his day to go entertain the child extras that were on set. And you know what? These kids didn't even realize that it was the spooky clown in the movie. They thought it was just the clown on set, there to entertain them. Isn't that amazing? He would get up with them and do sing-alongs and play with them and hang out with them. So these kids not only got to be on the movie, but they got a little slip and slide away from having to develop a crazy clown phobia. The original It is a super long movie. It takes forever to get to. Perfect for a rainy afternoon when you're stuck inside. It's like 192 minutes. But did you know that Pennywise only appears on screen for 20 minutes? And he's not even in the last 15 minutes of the movie. Yeah, Tim Curry's Pennywise gets 20 minutes total screen time in the entire movie. And yet with those little bitty 20 minutes, he became such a huge, iconic character. Like, when you think of the movie, you don't, like, think of the characters that got the most screen time. No. You think of Pennywise. That's who the movie is about when you remember it. But yeah, he was only on there for a little more than a quarter of an hour. A third of an hour. Isn't that crazy? So let's talk about the remake of It with Bill Skarsgård, starting with his cutesy, putesy prosthetic teeth. I've always been a fan of those, maybe because I myself have naturally big center teeth. I just really enjoyed seeing some representation on the screen. But anyways, did you know that those big old teeth made Bill Skarsgård drool a lot? Excessively. Like, it wasn't intentional. He wasn't intentionally drooling on the screen. Those prosthetics were making him drool. And so they left it in a lot. They just thought it was the greatest thing in the world that he was drooling all over those kids. And you know what? I like that too. I also appreciate that representation. Yeah. Big front teeth, they make you drool. A lot of people actually do know this little fact. But Pennywise's eyes bebopping in all directions is not CGI. That's something that Bill Skarsgård can do himself. He can move his eyes independently. Hey, I actually have a little tangent about Bill Skarsgård before anyone gets the wrong idea. I love Pennywise, and I used to love Bill Skarsgård playing him. This is a completely off-the-cuff fact, but I've heard Bill Skarsgård doesn't respect boundaries. Allegedly. I'm not saying it's a fact. I'm saying, in my industry, from women who have interacted with him, I've heard that he doesn't respect the word no or stop. Yeah, he goes into certain gentlemen's clubs and gets real grabby, real handsy. And when women tell him to stop, he says, oh, but did you know I played Pennywise? And he makes his eyes bebop all around. So for that, boo! Thumbs down for Bill Skarsgård. We don't like a man who doesn't respect boundaries. Boo! So while he played the role well, he's not allowed to call himself a real clown. Yuck. And our final fact that not a lot of people know is that it, the creature, may actually be female. I know. It puts on the face of a male clown, but when its true form is revealed, from what we can perceive with our limited senses, it appears to be this massive spider, and it has eggs. Oh yeah. So it's not only a lady monster, it's a lady monster with a little litter of clowns to be, waiting to come into the world, waiting to burst up out into the nest of dairy that mommy prepared for her little babies. And so for that, we applaud it as an iconic female role model. Yes, we do, because we love lady clowns. We love strong, powerful, independent, single mother lady clowns. Hope you had fun, Strudels. Class is dismissed.